Hello and welcome to 10 gift ideas for musicians. So, any time of the year, birthdays, holidays, you know the deal. What do you buy a musician? Well, the first thing to say, cash or a gift voucher is brilliant. What you don't want to do is try and buy them that big bit of gear, because most musicians research the gear that they want, and you'll probably find they might be a little bit annoyed if you went out and bought something big like a new guitar or a new keyboard, because they would probably prefer to have the money and make the choice themselves. So cash gift voucher is pretty good. Now we're going to go from low to high prices in terms of ideas. So t-shirts and mugs. You can get comedy ones, you can get ones for bands, or if you're feeling a bit creative, go onto their social media. If they're in a band, get their logo and put that on a t-shirt or a mug, or all manner of things that you can now customize. They're really nice little touches. Next up, stationery. So, do they write their own music? Do they write it down on actual manuscript paper? Or you can also get ones for guitars, or maybe just a journal where they can write down song lyrics or song ideas, stuff like that. Percussion. This is one of my favourite ones to suggest when people ask me what I want for a birthday or Christmas or whatever, because you can't really go wrong. They're not overly expensive, and if somebody gets me a set of shakers or a triangle or a set of maracas, they're going to sound different to other shakers and tambourines and maracas that I've got. So as I'm into recording and putting my own little stamp on things, these are great. As an aside, if they are into recording but haven't got a microphone yet, they're not quite set up with that, a Shure SM57 is a bit more expensive, but it is a great microphone if you want to get them something like that. Then moving up a little bit, multi-tools. There are, as you can see there's one for a guitarist and one for a drummer, specifically built with all the little tools that they might need while setting up their equipment. Sheet music, another great option. I've put the 101 Songs for Easy Guitar on there because it's a bit of a reminder that you don't want to go too basic. It's probably better to get something that's a bit more challenging for them than something that's too easy, but there's loads of choice out there. And that blues piano is from Hal Leonard, which is a great music publisher, and that's more of a theory book. So that particular one is how to play the blues piano and different left hand and right hand patterns that you can use, and by the time you get to the end you've got a really good understanding. Then we move on to books. So books about individual artists or bands, autobiographies, loads of stuff like that. And the slightly more expensive composer sort of, it's not a book, it's a set of cards called Oblique Strategies by Brian Eno, to help prompt composers when they're a little bit stuck and they want a different idea. They pick something from one of these cards and it gives a little bit of inspiration. They're really cool. Now, I said don't buy gear at the start, but a ukulele is sort of a universally acceptable instrument that pretty much anyone can use. I play piano and saxophone. I can't play guitar, but a ukulele I can pick up and pretty much pick out a tune fairly quickly. Yes, you can do lessons and learn all sorts of strumming patterns and chords and clever things. So that's something else you can build up to. if you were going to go down this route, I would go to your local music store and have a chat with somebody, explain who you're buying it for, and I probably would get it with a case. Then, a bit more expensive again, I've put Zoom Recorder, generically a recorder of some form, but I think that's the Zoom H6 you can see in that picture, and they are pretty reliable. They are much better than an app on your phone for recording, so you could sing lyrics into them. If you're playing guitar, you could record a little guitar sketch to remind yourself what's going on, or if you're playing in a band, you can take it along to a gig and set it up to record the gig. And finally, the most expensive probably of them is buying tickets to an event, so a gig of a band that they really like. Or have you thought about booking some studio time? That might prompt them to finish off some songs and get the band together, or just record solo. But studio time is a really clever little gift for a musician. So there's 10 ideas, things that you can think about and probably expand on yourself, but sometimes it's quite hard to get started. Don't forget, like and subscribe, always appreciated. See you in the next video. Bye for now.